Hello, this is Mitch King with Trade Stocks America with the Tuesday evening, September 29th, 2009 Daily Stock Report. The market was up at the open for the first half an hour, and at 10 o'clock Eastern, consumer confidence numbers came out, and the market somehow was scared because the confidence numbers were lower than expected slightly. It's pretty amazing that the market's even reacting to that, considering consumer confidence is already at its all-time low, and another 1.5 percentage points lower wouldn't really make sense that the market would sell off negatively. For the last several months, the market has been ignoring most of the bad news, so this could be a pattern change that the market is starting to be interested or respecting any type of negative news. I've always used the example that the market is like a 12-year-old emotional girl that really doesn't know why they're reacting but just reacts. And there's opportunity in that when the market and stocks, individual stocks, get out of whack. So we'll start watching for this pattern to be changing. Forgot to tell you guys that I'll be teaching a one-day stock trading seminar in Los Angeles on Friday, November 20th at the Embassy Suites. That's the LAX Airport South. There's 2 Embassy Suites. We'll start at 7 a.m. It's a Friday. I'll have real-time stock quotes and charts on a large screen. If you guys have a laptop, bring one. It'll help you get your chart set up, and we'll have several people to help you make sure you're set up correctly. The cost is $690 for early registration, $790 after October 15th, and we'll have that posted on the website tomorrow on the upper left-hand corner of the home page of TradeStocksAmerica.com. Let's cover a few stocks that we've got. PEP, which is Pepsi, had a volatile day on the downside. This needs to be watched to see if we're going to curl over and head down, something like this type of direction. It does have a 4% dividend. It's been fairly steady, flat, and slightly upward in the last months that we have followed this stock, and some of us have been invested in. Here's Goldman Sachs making a couple of good days on a rebound here. Didn't have much of a pullback compared to many other stocks. Prudential and Metropolitan are starting to make highs, starting to rebound up. This is Hartford, which I follow. And again, like I've said to many of you, that I tend to go through charts very quickly and get a quick look at them. Here's Starbucks, FXI, still hasn't moved up yet. It's pretty much gone sideways the last 3 days, so it's not participating in that rebound. We've started to see other stocks. Google moving up, JP Morgan, Apple still very strong. AXP along with MasterCard had a pretty big correction after that consumer confidence number came out. Let's take a look at an intraday chart on that. Oh, this is the Dow Jones. And by the way, the symbol on this chart is on the upper left-hand corner. This is E-Trade's intraday charts. And you can see right here at 10 o'clock is when the market was up about 40, 50 points. And then as soon as that announcement, it went down to this point. And it stayed down most of the day. So you're going to see all the large cap stocks look like this. Here's that MasterCard I was telling you. And we'll pull up AXP. You can still see the same pattern. A lot of these stocks are on the programs for program trading, so we got a little volatility on the downside. So we're seeing a little bit of a pattern change where the market's reacting to some possibly negative news. We need to watch the economic news the next few days and see how the market reacts. So far, the market's been ignoring those negative news and just being a bull run right through it. I think the market's probably going to continue to push upward. There's still a lot of money on the sideline to get invested in the market, and that's still a very strong, powerful force at the moment. Here's Lincare. It's a short that we've had. It had a slight rebound today, nothing to be too concerned about. STP could be rebounding, so consider reducing your short position if it starts moving up tomorrow. And here is CMED, which is another short we have. So we have a balance of long positions and short. We tend to look for the overpriced stocks to short, so we try to have a balance of long and short positions at the same time. Here's Research in Motion. Had a real big haircut a few days ago when they announced earnings as well as the forecasts that were revised by the company. Looks like it stopped going down today by rebounding up about 2%. This is at least a swing trade, if not an intermediate that you can hold for a period of weeks. I'd consider gradually building a full long position into this. Don't get leverage in any one stock, but this could be a good rebound. The stock tends to have some support on this price level in here around that mid-60s. So we're thinking that this might be an opportunity to start gradually moving into this long. New intermediate stock idea is Nike. It's apparel and footwear. As a long position, it's on an uptrend for a couple weeks now. Let's take a little wider look at this. It's been sort of flat, not a real hot stock. It had a new high today, which is very significant to see a stock to have a higher high, and that usually brings on more buying. So consider a small long position on this. And CTXS, which is a software and services, basically internet based, so that's the category. There's a pretty big view of it of about 1 year, and let's take a little closer look. So we're starting to see an uptrend develop here, worth a small long position. Consider a small long position on this. For you intraday scalpers, we try to update the intraday stock ideas by highlighting in green every couple days. And the green ones are the most likely to have a move. Most of those are stocks that you're going to look for a long scalp. Letting it drop a little bit is the ideal scenario, and buying the first bottom in that first hour or two. That's your highest probability trade. So don't get too leveraged again. And you guys take care. Put the odds in your favor. We'll talk to you tomorrow night.